Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to the solo Mechanator grav ship run. We have Cooper, 2 Minotaurs, a Constructor, and an Agrahand, and we have incoming Mechanoids. So our first thing we need to do is get everything hauled onto the spaceship and find a safe and secure place to land. For now, I'm just gonna turn off, not turn off, but I'm gonna have the Mechanoids on like self-dormant recharge, so they're not drawing power and we're not having to power them. We do have a small grav core power cell, power generator that passively draws a small amount of energy from gravitational waves passing through the grav ship. So let's go ahead and get everything hauled off in here. I think it's just this little bit of steel left over, and then that's it. And then we're going to need to find a safe place to land. Now we are going to be constantly bombarded by mechs, so once we have a safe place to land, let's have Cooper get in the grav ship console. It's expected quality of 16. That's pretty bad, but there's not a lot we can do right now because we don't have any crew or a co-pilot or anything. So let's go. Are you sure you want to launch? Yes, I am. Let's find somewhere to launch to. Now, I've chosen this map to land in. I don't have very many intentions of staying here, but I've chosen this place to land in because it's got like a couple of choke points here that we can definitely make use of. So let's go ahead and land right in the corner. Let's take stock of what we have. We do have the 2 Minotaurs who are not necessarily going to be useful right now, but if it comes to it, they're definitely going to help us out fighting any possible raiders that we have pop up. Obviously, we have the Constructoid and the Agrahand. Now, both of our thrusters have broken down, which is not great. So we've landed. Let's have a look at Cooper. Good melee skill, no shooting skill. Decent construction, decent mining, decent cooking, good crafting, good medical, good intellectual, bad plants. That's fine, because we have the Agrahands that's going to do most of the farming for us. He's also a masochist, and he's steadfast, which is a little strange. But we've got some things around. We say we've got a nice couple of choke points around. Let's go ahead and harvest some materials and get Cooper set up with somewhere to sleep. Unfortunately, Agrahands are... I mean, they're not the fastest thing in the world, but we're going to be here for a little bit, so we'll have them chop down the trees with Cooper so he can get a few skills, but this is going to take a while. Cooper spends his first night here at home on the planet's surface. A small shack is just meagerly attached to the grav ship, which has another 6 days before it can launch. Yeah, 6 days before it can launch. With his little robots walking around doing some bits. We're going to try and conserve energy when we can. Cooper and the Agrahand are, however, growing some cotton because we're currently just walking around in this really clunky armor, and I think Cooper would probably appreciate some clothes. We have a shaman merchant who's arrived, and I wonder if they've got anything... I mean, useful? I don't know if this is the word, but anything that we can buy from them, we could sell. I mean, we could buy a goat. We could buy 2 goats if we sold a bunch of stuff. Do we need goats? It means we'd have to carry the goats around with us. I think that's... Ooh, it doesn't sound like a bad idea, actually. But then, again, the components and the plastils probably far more useful. We just don't really have enough money to do anything. Then again, having some of these lances, if we could buy them, would also be beneficial. We just kind of don't have the money. But at least Cooper's found some friendly faces. So our Agrahand's been hard at work harvesting a bunch of the local fauna. So I have a bunch of berries stacked up now, and a little bit of herbal medicine should poor little Cooper here get into some tough times, which does remind me I need to set him to allow self-tend just in case. And then Cooper's going to start researching. Yeah, baby. Interesting. We have a prisoner. Who is addicted to alcohol and ambrosia. You know what? I think we're probably going to pass on that. However, Cooper... they've got ambrosia and beer. looks like Cooper's gonna have a good snack tonight. And although the apparel is ratty, Cooper's now got some clothes. It isn't the vac suit armor, because man, I bet that was uncomfortable. Well, it's time to put the armor back on, because there's now a cold snap. And all of those crops that we've just planted are not going to grow. I was just thinking that I didn't really want Cooper to be wearing ratty apparel, but I've got no way of like hunting animals down. I have 2 militars. I could definitely hunt some animals down. Another transport pod crash? Are we just getting a bit crazy? Again, I don't really want them, but I will take their clothes. Because, you know, clothes. So, we have discovered an ancient stockpile. You have detected the energy signature of a grav core. The signal originates from an ancient underground stockpile. Whereabouts is it? How far away is it? Is it close? Is it far? That's quite the distance. It's going to take a couple of jumps to get there. We may make our way up there. We can. The ship is ready to go, but I'd like to get a few more supplies before we leave. There's another trader. We have a bulk's good trader. We're just turning the meat that we killed from our turkeys, from our militars, into pemmican, so we have a bit more sustainable food source. I don't think pemmican can give food poisoning, which is really nice, because that could be a problem otherwise. Let's go ahead and trade with this trader, see what they have to sell. Any second now, Cooper. Let's go. So, we can't use the last of that 9 meat, so we'll send that off. That's fine. Got lots of components. We can sell off the bird skin, the cloth. We can sell off the embrasure as well. I would like a new book, or a book, but neither of these, I don't really need IEDs, and the Mad Dart is also not particularly useful. Have they got any armor that we could use? No. They don't really have much that I need. So I guess we'll... Ooh, a donkey. So I guess we'll just take the silver. Well, I think it's time we make our way towards that little grav ship thingy that we've got. Wow, we're still only 16% success or like quality, but it's fine. I think it's time... How long till the prices? Yeah, I think we're okay to leave now. I think we're gonna launch and start heading towards this little thing up here. Why does this look so weird? I don't know, but we're gonna head this way and head towards the little grav site up there. So we're gonna go ahead and land on this what looks to be like a really cool looking island. Yes, we're just gonna leave all of our plants there. They would have grown, but we obviously had that cold snap, which was really annoying. But it's fine. We can live with that. And maybe we should have gathered a little bit more wood before we left. We didn't really think this through. We're going to a lake with an island, and it's sandy, which makes sense because it's a desert. But we are gonna land on this little island, I think, because it's just cool, right? We'll land on this little island. We've got fish. We can fish. Fishing's cool. That's a new mechanic. We love fishing in this game. But I also kind of just love this little island, right? It's kind of just cute. It's defensible. It's safe. Let's go ahead and land here. A slaver. Do we really want to be doing business with a slaver? I mean, we'll trade. We'll see. We'll have a look. But like, it's a slaver. They're not the nicest of people. And they probably got nobody really that we particularly want to buy, but we'll have a look. They have a child. They have a child as a slave. They're 6. Oh, morally, that's questionable. Are they any good? No. Oh, do we want to have to deal with a child? After some deliberation, we're going to purchase Wukong the child and then just emancipate them because I can't have a child lying around. This world's not fit for children, but also I can't have them be a slave. We have the first raid. And it's 2 people, and one of them has a gun, and 2 people on a boar. I think this is fine. Possibly. It could go badly. I don't know, because Cooper hasn't got any armor, so I'm gonna have him wear the vac suit just because it does provide some. If I click on it, does supply armor. It does give a little bit of armor. We do also have the 2 Minotaurs, and they're gonna have to come across the ocean to get here. So we can take a few pot shots at them on their way. Where are they coming from? Which part of the... Looks like they're gonna come across directly here. So I can have the militars out there. Oh, they're going right to the top. Okay, have the militars out here taking some shots at them as they come across the water. And if need be, we can back up to... Okay, they outrange us. That's not great. Alright, let's just back off. Let's back off. Let's let them come to us. It's fine. I'd really like to kill that boar because animals are so annoying to fight against in this game. There we go, there we go. The boar's tracked onto us, so we can shoot that. Okay, keep going. Oh, that's good progress. Boar is severely hurt. Let's get in under the cover. Yitosh, your combat skills are quite high, but I'm gonna have the militars come out and attack you with Cooper. Ooh, okay, Cooper, I back off. Okay, they're fleeing, that's good. It would be really nice to get that pistol from him, but not at the sake of our militars, so I'm gonna have one of them back off. I'm gonna have Cooper tend to his wounds. Alright, that's fine. This is not great, but it's okay. Yitosh, you have nothing on you. You did drop some medicine and a knife. Probably gonna kill you, dude. This is an event that I remember back in the day. Hungry alpha beavers, that's fine. I don't really care, they can eat the wood. That's a throwback from a very long time ago. Again, with the children, kinda have to accept it because I don't want the child to die. But again, with the children, Cooper is ethical if nothing else, and the child has asthma. It's fine because we have to protect the children. No, I'm all for protecting children. Like, I think it's a good thing. Let's go ahead and get our little robot guys ready to go. Actually, you can just continue working. It's actually not a problem. Continue getting that rice in. Where is Moody anyway? You have nothing valuable to offer me, Moody. You are a female of 8 years old. And you have a guy with a machine pistol's annoying. Not gonna lie, it's annoying, but they're not attacking straight away by the looks of it. Like, we'll take the heat, but Moody, you gotta keep on going, buddy, because we haven't got a place for you here. We live in space, or that's where we're trying to get back to anyway. We will, however, defend them from whatever we may need to, because we're chill like that, you know? Let's go ahead and get our little robot boys and, well, I guess they're just boys, really? They're kind of robots, they don't really have an agenda. But we'll have our little robot guys ready to defend from Rabout and Cameron, who has a melee skill and a shooting skill of 11. That's kind of scary. Cooper, go ahead and put on the vac suit armor, because again, it's not all that much armor, but it is some armor. And we'll have our militars take a couple of pot shots, but also protect themselves by trying not to get hit by the guy with the... Okay, they're not in range. That's really annoying. That's fine. We'll have to deal with Cameron first then. Thankfully, he's only got a club, but our Millets is taking a beating, so I'm going to have Cooper go and give him a hand. Death in 30 now, that's good. Have our... Okay, one of them's down, that's good. Let's go ahead and try and knock out Rob out. Try and knock out Rob out. Try and take Rob out down, because that SMG, the machine pistol, might actually be really helpful. There we go. And once again, we are under attack. However, it's one Wookiee. I have 2 Minotaurs. What's his skills like? He is on Go Juice, but he has like no melee skills whatsoever, which is nice. It was no. Yeah, 0 melee skills, so I'm less worried, I'm less concerned about this one. Although the Go Juice is a little concerning. But we'll soften him up and then we'll just go in for the kill. Throw sand in his eyes. Oh, Cooper's been hit, but it's only a bruise. Gonna have Cooper back off now, let the Minotaurs finish him off. Probably quite wounded, so he's probably not able to move as much. It's fine, we can just kite him around with the Minotaurs. Cooper can go tend to himself. Easy fight, lads. Easy fight. I hope. Come on. Come on, come on, little guys. You can do this. Please don't destroy my Minotaur. Okay, I'm gonna have that Minotaur get inside the base. He's gonna die in 7 hours anyway. Oh no, the Minotaur's down. This is so bad. Everybody attack. Save the Minotaur. Save our little robot buddy. Take him down. Oh, man hunting foxes. I don't really want to be dealing with this right now, but I think we might have to. Because I'm very close to our stuff being grown. I'd like to hang around until it is. I mean, we could just stay inside the base, actually. That's not that big of a deal. We can wait for them to leave. That's fine. We received the quest, the Awoken Mercenaries, while talking to the trader. Possesses a unique masterwork weapon, and there's 2 soldiers. Ooh. How far away is that? Because that's kind of exciting. That sounds like fun. Oh, that's a jump backwards from where we want to go, though. So we may have to leave that. Alright, a raid from Cancer Trash, Clomster, has a great melee skill, but is wielding a bolt-action rifle, so I think we may be okay. Careful shoot. They're going to shoot really slowly. We should be able to kite them around with the Militars, I hope. But that would be really nice to get the bolt-action rifle. Alright, it's time to rock and roll. He's on his way over. I think we're actually just going to push him. We're going to rush him. I think that's the right call. We're going to overwhelm him while he's running across the water with the Militars and us. Okay, he's actually not coming the direction I thought. Why are they coming all the way over there to come down here? That's so far. Alright, he's now taking the shot at us, so we need to dodge and water weave. Dodge and water weave. Overwhelming firepower. Let's close the gap. Let's close that gap quicker. Goodness me, going across water is hard work. Oh, he's dead. I think the next launch that we do is going to have to be towards a mining area or some sort of mountainous region. Because we really need some more steel as well as preferably some more graphite panels, but not as important. So I need to expand the base. I need more mechs, so I need more space for spaceshipy things. Alternatively, there's some ruins here that might have some stockpiles of steel, but also a stockpile of chem fuel underground. I think that might be the way to go, because we do need more chem fuel for the ship. So I think we're gonna go there. This could be a very good or a very bad idea. But we have enough resources to stay here for a while. We've got enough food, we've got enough medicine. Hopefully, it won't be too much of an issue. Oh yeah, that's definitely some ruins. Okay. This looks to be like an old colony base, maybe? I think this is a good shout. It's like prefabricated buildings are around. There's going to be plenty to loot. There's some wood around. Lots of chem fuel barrels. This is obviously a chem fuel refinery. I think this is a good shout. Let's find a place to land. I think we also want a place so we can expand the ship as well. So I think like right here. All right, let's go for a brief explore while the Constructoid maintains what's left of the grav ship. There was quite a bad crash as we landed, but the Agrahan's also going to work and grab some plants to put down. We'll also grab some of these trees nearby. Let's go ahead and enter this building. We'll have the militars enter first. Okay, so the corridor is clear. Enter this. Ooh, a psychic soothe. Alright, this building seems empty. Nothing in here either. What about this one? Nope, clear in here as well. Okay, that's bad. Hunter drones. Let's grab out the wasp drones. Do these things explode? God, I hope they don't explode. It's fine. We should be able to fight them off with our militars and Cooper himself with his axe. Or we can just say, let's not go into that room. Go ahead and get Cooper fixed himself back up. Alright, since that ruin was a bust, we'll have Cooper and the militars try another ruin. Hopefully there's some sort of resources inside, because so far we found a whole wedge of nothing but dangerous robots. We don't really like dangerous... Okay, now we have an Arctic fox attacking us. That's great. It's down here. That's fine. The militars and Cooper himself will be able to protect them. Hopefully. Yeah, we'll take him out. Easy. Okay, run. Run. Okay, he seems to have backed off now. Let's go ahead and enter this building up here. We will have the militar go in first, though, this time. So in case there are any drones, we can back Cooper off straight away. Okay. That's stuff that we can deconstruct with some steel. That's good. How about this way? A steel scrap box. Okay, we like steel. It's what we're here for anyway. More steel to deconstruct. That's good. Transport pod crash. Hold off on going through that door real quick. Tater. We can leave Tater to die. I'm okay with that. Into the next room. Nothing but rubble. I'm mildly concerned that we've had nothing try and attack us yet, because that's not usually the way this goes. Alright, this is going well. Go through this door. Oh, it's just a large open space. Okay. More stuff to deconstruct. This is good. This might be a safe ruin. That's less safe. That is definitely less safe. There is a cryosleep casket in there, though. Okay, this is clear as well. What about up here? A much more definitely... Oh, bollocks. Okay, we managed to avoid the fire, but keep running. Just keep avoiding this area. Let's go back outside. Hopefully the mechs just settle down and don't start breaking things. And we can just use the space that we've got. Oh no, they're chasing us. Okay. To be fair, if we can get close to that Scorcher, it shouldn't be too big of an issue. Especially if we can take out the Militar first, but it looks like... Alright, I think we can do this. If I get Cooper in there with his axe, just to tank the first hit. Avoid the fire, thankfully. Get in there. Get in. Go. Because then he's forced to fight in melee and shouldn't be too hard to deal with. There we go. And now we take out the Militar. And then Cooper's going to have to go and recuperate for a while. Mech area finally set up, which means we can finally start to gestate some of our own Mechanoids. Let's go. So, making a subcore thing here. And I think the first step should really be... I mean, I'd love a clean sweeper. I'd love a lifter. But I think it has to be another Militor. I think we have to be safe and go with another Militor as soon as we just get that little bit more steel. Which actually we have. And then soon we will have another mech. Well, we have our Mechanoids now ready to go ahead, and we have the third one ready, so I can transfer them to work group 2. Have them re-energize themselves a little bit, grab some power. Can I force them to do that? No, that's fine, because we're now going to go ahead, set the militars to escort, and check out this ancient stockpile entrance that we have finally. Oh, I can manually set the militars to go in there. That's fine. We've finally hacked into it. Let's go ahead and have a look, see what we have. Hopefully nothing entirely too scary. That's scary. That's a plant pot. I thought that was one of the new drones. It's a plant pot. We're okay. Let's go ahead and have Cooper hack into this door up here. And let's go ahead and get our axe out, just in case. What have we got? A whole... Ooh, we've got a sealed crate. That might have something in it. It had a pollock seed. Actually, that pollock seed could come in handy. We'll go ahead and pick it up. Have the militars stack up against this door. I'm looking for just a little bit of chem fuel. Maybe some steel would be nice. That is a little bit of chem fuel. That is also a wasp trap and a hunter trap, and that's scary. Let's get them as far away from as possible, and hopefully we can take it out before it comes anywhere near us and explodes. Okay. Now we just got to get the wasp trap. I think that's going to be less an issue if we just pull out our axe and have the militars stack behind. Because I don't think these guys explode. It's just going to be a case of meleeing them and shooting with the militars while we take them out. Also some steel shells. Very helpful. Okay, Cooper's getting a little... Alright, that's fine. We'll have Cooper jump back up, and then we'll haul this stuff out of here. Just that little, like, stockpile of chem fuel got us over 1,000 chem fuel, which will be enough to fuel our chem fuel tanks for a hot minute. We'll be okay. And with that being said, we've set out what we came here to do, really. Like, we got some steel, we got a lot of chem fuel that we've refueled, we've made a little bit of food. I think we're okay to move on, but that'll have to be on the next episode. Also, we got our mech stuff ready, but that will have to be in the next episode. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this little journey of Cooper. Stay tuned for more. Bye-bye.